Hello, and if you're just joining us, that was the Soggy Po Boys. They're a local favorite Dover band, very popular on the Seacoast. I'm Morgan Faustino. I'm the Community Events Manager for the Greater Dover Chamber of Commerce. And before we get started, we just want to give a couple of thank yous to our sponsors. For the first hour, that was sponsored by Surf Pro of the Seacoast. And the second hour was sponsored by Winnechahunnett Veterinary Care right here in Dover. So we have a busy afternoon ahead of us. We got a lot of performers, special guests, but first, just a couple of items. We have the Apple Harvest Day virtual 5K next weekend, Columbus Day weekend. There are a few different great offerings with that race. First is it's flexible. You can run anywhere, or you can run the pre-existing Apple Harvest Day 5K course right here in Dover. All runners 21 and over will get a free 12-ounce cider at North Country Hard Cider from Columbus Day through the end of the year. If you're the first 100 registrants, you get a free Apple Harvest Day t-shirt. This is one from a few years ago, but it's going to be a bi-blend, half cotton, half polyester. It's a really nice shirt. And finally, you'll get a chance to win gift cards to local restaurants and retailers downtown. So that's dovernh.org/5K if you want to register or get more information. And that race is sponsored by Wentworth Health Partners, Seacoast Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, and the Center for Orthopedics and Joint Replacement. And next, before we move on, I also want to remind you that we have a drive-in day on October 17th. So that's going to be at Restoration Church. We're going to have some kids shows in the morning. We're going to have Rock and Ron, the Friendly Pirate, sponsored by HRCU, and Bryson Lang. He's a comedic juggler, sponsored by Cambridge Trust. And then the afternoon, we're going to have the WOKQ Pie Contest, sponsored by Northeast Credit Union. And then following that, we're going to have a 2-hour performance by Acoustic Radio. They're a local band. They're great. The kids shows are free to attend, but you just need to register. The Acoustic Radio performance is $10 per vehicle, up to 8 people per vehicle. And the pie contest is free to enter, but you just have to register. So information on all of that can be found on our website, dovernh.org/AHB for tickets and more information.
What's up, everybody? I'm Cam. I'm the communications specialist here at the Chamber. For our next few performances, they're made possible by the generosity of our sponsor, Broadview Animal Hospital. Singer-songwriter Martin England formed the Reconstructed in early 2012 with Courtney Brox-Dold on acoustic guitar, banjo and piano, Jesse Dold on guitar, drummer Sean Daniels and Andrew Russell on bass. Today they'll be performing the songs Home Fires and Palisades.
was in vain, was in vain. Down the avenue, far from the whispering vines, I heard some voices that resembled mine.
So in the meantime, we have a downtown business, My Country Story, right on Central Avenue, that we have a little unboxing for you guys. So Cam's gonna unbox it, and we'll see what they
Stand up
have.
for this one.
Yeah. So they have their candle sale online throughout the month of October for wax melts, tin candles, jar candles, and so you can just walk in or shop online for those. What do we got?
Ooh,
We got some whoopie pies.
whoopie pies, red velvet,
I love red velvet whoopie pies.
pumpkin whoopie pie,
Oh,
snack
yeah.
size, red velvet, big chocolate whoopie pie. What do we got here? Waffle cookie. You might have to try that one, Morgan.
Salted caramel, cocoa free salted caramel.
And a pin.
Nice. So once again, that's My Country Story. They're located right downtown in downtown Dover on Central Avenue. Anyone who shops the store today and spends $50 will receive a fall snack box, which includes some of the locally homemade whoopie pies that we just showed you.
But first, we'll get to know a little bit about our sponsor, Broadview Animal Hospital. And we'll see a short video from one of our Apple Harvest Day vendors, the New Hampshire SPCA, whose mission is to share the lives of companion animals through rescue, rehabilitation, and adoption.
Welcome to the Broadview Animal Hospital of Dover, a brand new state-of-the-art hospital conveniently located right off exit 8W on Route 16. Separate entrances and waiting areas for dogs, cats, and breeding will help ease your pet's mind as they enter the building. The colors, textures, smells, safety features, and layout are intended to minimize the stress when in one of our 10 exam rooms or 3 surgery suites. If you visited our Rochester or Milton locations, you'll be pleased to see many familiar faces as well as meet some new members of our team. It's been our honor to serve the local communities, providing quality care with compassion for over 35 years, and we're excited to partner with new and existing clients in developing customized treatment plans for your pets. Due to COVID-19, we are currently adhering to CDC guidelines, utilizing masks and social distancing. We hope to see you in our Dover location soon.
Hey everybody, it's Carrie with the Equine and Farm Animal Program, and I am here with my good friend Lovey. And we've known Lovey for a good amount of time. She's been with us for about 1.5 years in our Equine and Farm Animal Program. Lovey was part of a cruelty and neglect case in the winter of 2019 now. And we've had plenty of time to get to know her and grow to love her. She arrived in pretty poor shape. She needed plenty of time of rehab and to get up to weight and feel really nice and strong and healthy again. So we spend a lot of quality time with Lovey, getting to know her, getting her back up to her normal glory. You can see she's quite rotund. She's got a good bit of weight on her now. She's definitely enjoying the good life with plenty of pasture. She's got the company of her friend Red, who is also available for adoption. So we are actively looking for the most wonderful home for this really lovely girl. She is a great candidate to be a pasture pup, which means that she is a woman of leisure. She would be wonderful to live out in a field with some other horses for company. She really enjoys being groomed and being bathed, and she has been one of the more patient and pleasant horses for our volunteers to interact with. She's definitely a volunteer favorite. So if you know of anyone who would make a perfect home for Lovey, we are actively looking for a great place for her to spend the rest of her days.
All right, what a great performance by the Reconstructed. And thank you once again to Broadview Animal Hospital for being one of our live stream sponsors. And also just want to give another shout out to First Seacoast Bank for being the underwriter of Apple Harvest Day. They've been the underwriter for, I think this is their 20th year. They've been tremendous supporters of the Chamber and of the Greater Dover community. So we're excited to announce, to introduce our next performers, the Garrison Players. They produce plays, musicals, and community performances. They're 125 years old, located in Rollinsford, New Hampshire. Today, their youth program will be performing numbers from the hit musical Annie.
Up so it's a hard knock growing home. Cotton blankets instead of wool, empty bellies instead of full. It's the hard knock life. Don't
license, or else you go straight to the pound.
Yes, officer. I understand.
Now get along before you catch your death of cold from this weather.
Oh, I don't mind the weather. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun'll come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya, tomorrow, you're always a day away. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya, tomorrow, you're always a little girls, everywhere I turn I can see them. Little girls, night and day I eat, sleep and breathe them. Some women are dripping with diamonds, some women are dripping with pearls. Lucky me, look at what I'm dripping with, little girls. Someday you'll step on their freckles, some night I'll straighten their curls. Send the blood, send the flu, anything that you can do to little I'd like you to meet a friend of mine from Jersey City. So do me a favor, get out of here. So who's the lady I bumped into when I come in? Looks like she had a couple of dollars.
She works for Oliver Warbucks.
The Oliver Warbucks.
Yeah. Annie, one of the orphans, is getting adopted by him.
Crummy orphan. Yeah, living the life of luxury while the two handy kids ended up on skids. Ain't fair how we scrounge for $4. Well, she gets $4.
The little brat.
It ain't fair, this here life is driving me nuts.
While we get peanuts, she's living fat.
Maybe she holds the key, that little lady,
To get $4
instead of less. Maybe we fix the game with something shady.
Where does that put us?
Give you one guess. Yes! Easy street. Easy street. Penny yes, sorry, yes, sorry, yes, sorry. Yeah! Easy street. Easy street. That's where we're gonna be.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I played Serena in last year's Garrison Players production of Fame, and this is Let's Play a Love Scene. always seem to be sister and brotherly. It's such a lovely way to be. And I want to say what it means to me, how I can never be the same without you. And something more that I know, though I never could show, how we kept right on growing. The way I know I really feel about you, the way I know I'll always feel about you. Why can't we try to play a love scene? We don't need the violins to play a love scene, where we see how love begins, find a way to start, and play it from the heart. A perfect scene from the play unknown. Let's play a love scene, love scene of our own. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Betty Lundborn, and I played the role of Mabel in last year's Youth Ed production of Fame. So I'll be singing the song that I sang last year at Apple Harvest, which was Mabel's Prayer. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Oh Lord, give me a sign, give me a call on your heavenly line. Tell me, oh Lord, what it is that you want from me. Keep me from eating whatever's in front of me. Oh Lord, give me a sign. Call me up on your heavenly line. Tell me, oh, save me from eating what's in front of me. Oh Lord, give me the answer. Save me from being the world's biggest dancer. Oh, whoa. Thank you.
What did they tell me when I was a boy? Learn. Day after day when I was a boy. Learn. The land of dreams looks over the meadow. If you can find your way out of the ghetto. Learn. Learn. Put your faith in books that will protect you. Put your faith in books and a mind of your own. Neither charm nor looks will make them respect you. You must learn to stand. You must learn to stand alone. This one is different. Put your faith in books. This one can dance. Faith in books. Artists are special. Artists are people. This one must have a chance. This one must have a chance.
I don't need you to tell me the reasons, Johnny. with all that.
I'm Linda. I'm the Behavior and Training Coordinator for the New Hampshire SPCA. This is my friend Doc. Doc's a little nervous, a little shy. So we're going to teach him a behavior to touch my hand. And I'm going to mark it with the clicker and then I'll give him some food. Are you ready to work? Let's go. I'll put it down. I'm just going to put my hand out. He touches it. I marked it with the clicker. It's always followed by a little piece of food. This is a great behavior for a shy dog to learn because it teaches shy dogs that people are safe and it allows them to interact with a person and get rewarded for it. It's also a great tool for dogs that are mouthy because they learn to touch someone's hand with a soft mouth. If you'd like more information, please see our website, newhampshirespca.org. Go to the training tab and you'll see the list of all our classes we are offering. We are currently offering classes outside, both privates and group classes for puppies and adult dogs. Thank you.
So if you're just joining us, that was the Garrison Players singing some Annie songs from the musical and also the New Hampshire SPCA. Fun fact is my wife and I, we have a cat from the New Hampshire SPCA. He's 20 years old. His name is Rex. He sleeps all day. But I highly recommend going and checking them out. They have some great animals down there. Before we check in with Craft of the Raven, just a couple of reminders. First, thank you to First Seacoast Bank for underwriting the entire Apple Harvest Day. And also, we have our virtual Apple Harvest Day 5K next weekend. If you're one of the first to register, 100 to register, you get a free t-shirt. If you're 21 and older, you get a free 12-ounce cider at North Country Cider. And we're also giving away a bunch of different gift cards from local restaurants and retailers. So if you go to dovernh.org/5K, you can read all about the details and sign up. And also on October 17th, we're gonna have a drive-in day at Restoration Church on Rutland Street. We're gonna have some kid shows in the morning. We're gonna have Rockin' Ron the Friendly Pirate, sponsored by HRCU. We're going to have Bryson Lang, sponsored by Cambridge Trust. We're gonna have a pie contest in the afternoon, the WOKQ pie contest. That's sponsored by Northeast Credit Union. And we're gonna have 2 hours, a 2-hour performance by Acoustic Radio. They're a local band with a great following around here. So definitely come check it out, dovernh.org/AHD for more information and to get your tickets. So next up, we have Craft of a Raven. They make small batch soaps by hand. So without further ado, let's check in with them and see how they're doing.
Welcome to Apple Harvest Day at Home. That's the video. I'm doing a live video for Apple Harvest Day at Home. I'm making soap from scratch, and you will get to see the process of that. So I'm just going to finish getting ready here. When making soap from scratch, you always want to cover from head to toe because I'm going to be working with lye, which is a very caustic substance, and you want to get that on your skin or fresh soap batter on your skin because it can burn. It will burn and leave a scar. So that's why I cover from head to toe. I wear gloves, even in the summer, even when it's really hot. Jeans, slippers, covered, and then I have a face mask that I wear as well. And I always have nice relaxing piano music playing in the background. Sometimes I get quiet so you guys can just listen to the music. Any new people joining in, comment, say hi, let me know you're here. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So today I am making my popular morning coffee soap. And I'm actually, it's very exfoliating, well not too extremely exfoliating. It's exfoliating because I'm going to put fresh coffee grounds in it. I'm actually making this with fresh brewed coffee, Starbucks coffee to be exact, that I've cooled down to warm room temperature, and that's what I added my lye to. So instead of water, I'm using coffee. And this is going to be scented, so I have my coffee fragrance, and I only use skin-safe fragrances. These have all been tested specifically for soap making, and it's phthalate-free, so good fragrance oils. I got some coffee beans I'm going to decorate the top with, and some fresh ground coffee to go inside. So let's get started. Hi, Rihanna. Thanks for watching. All right, so let me put on my headgear. Probably gonna have some new people popping in today, so. I wear this to protect my face from any soap batter splashing up, because again, it has fresh lye in it. So you don't want to get that on your skin. And a lot of soapers wear goggles, but I've gotten soap batter on my cheeks and my chin before, and it stung, and I washed it off right away and it was fine. But I like to protect my whole body, so I'm gonna wear this even though it's not pretty. Got my fall apron on. Love this time of year, love October. I'm so happy to be doing this for Apple Harvest. I was, bummed that we couldn't do the event in person, but understandably we couldn't do that. So this is a great idea, and I hope anybody that tunes in enjoys watching. And make sure you check out my shop, craftoftheraven.com. I have some great soaps there for sale. They make great stocking stuffers, and I even have some Soap of the Month memberships available that people really like. You get a little present in the mail every month. And I like to package up my soaps like a gift every time you receive one. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to check the temperature of my oils. Room temperature, warm room temperature. My coffee lye mix. It's a little warmer, but that's okay. As long as they're within 10 degrees of each other, it should be fine. So, let's see here. So this is going to be 3 different colors. It's going to be, there's going to have dark brown swirls and white swirls. And then the rest of the batter, I'm just leaving plain. So, hi Melissa. 2 more minutes. Okay, great. So let's see, got my fragrance here. I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing up my colorants. So my colorants here are my titanium dioxide, which I need to get more of because I'm low. I had to save some for my soap tomorrow because I'll be making frozen, and I need lots of white for that soap. Frozen inspired. And this is my brown mica. It's called Sexy Stranger on a Train. It's one of my favorites. So I'm going to go ahead and mix these up now with my little milk frother. Get the white all mixed up. Just going to chat a little bit, waiting for people to tune in. This is such a pretty brown. It's like a coppery brown. Love that. Hi, Olga. Tell Dad I said hi. Okay. I'm just waiting a minute, guys, because we got some Apple Harvest people going to be tuning in. And that's okay, because this needs to cool down for another minute anyway. Is everybody enjoying their weekend? Okay. I'll show you guys the soap that I made last Sunday. Thursday, the surprise live I did on Thursday for you guys. I'll show you guys the cut soap. I haven't posted pictures yet, but I'll show you on camera what it looks like. It came out great, and I'll be posting those pictures today as well. I got my mold all ready. with the lines here on the side because I'm going to be placing coffee beans on each bar, and I want to make sure each bar gets the coffee beans and they don't get cut off by accident. I think I'm going to do the drop pour. If I can keep my batter thin enough, I can do the drop pour. I think. Okay, keep checking. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I got my oils and my butters melted down to room temperature. So it's a combination of hard oils, which can be anything from like a cocoa butter or shea butter to like coconut oil. If it's solid at room temperature, that's considered a hard oil. If it stays liquid at room temperature, then it's a soft oil, like olive oil, castor oil, hemp oil, sunflower oil. Those are all considered soft oils. I use, for hard oils, I use sustainable palm oil. And if you're not familiar with sustainable palm oil, it just means that it's grown on a farm specifically to make palm oil, and rainforests aren't being destroyed for this. And I feel like I'm supporting a family or a village by buying sustainable palm oil and not worrying about rainforests being destroyed for it. So that's why I only buy sustainable palm oil for my soaps. Hi everybody for Apple Harvest Day. Thanks for tuning in. I'm just about to get started, so great. So for soap making, I use my stick blender with a detachable shaft here. That's very important for soap makers to have a detachable one because it's for easy and safe cleanup. So I have my oils here in my bin. Combination of hard and soft oils. So hard oils would be any oil that is solid at room temperature. So coconut oil, palm oil. I also use shea and cocoa butter in my recipe. And then soft oils is oils that stay liquid at room temperature. Today I am making my popular morning coffee soap from scratch using actual fresh brewed coffee in replace of water in my recipe. And I'm going to be using coffee grounds in it too to make it slightly exfoliating. People really love that. And it smells so good, and it's going to be pretty too. And it's the perfect time of year to be making coffee soap. So this will be ready in about 4 weeks. That's how long it takes for my soaps to cure. Otherwise, they'll just be too soft and they'll melt in the shower. And I want to provide you guys with a nice hard bar soap that will last a long time. All right, let's get started. So I added my lye to my brewed coffee, and then it heats up. It gets really, really hot and it puts off fumes. So you have to do it outside or in a well-ventilated room with geared up mask and everything. And then I let it cool down, because if you soap at too high of a temperature, you could have a catastrophe, and my soap can volcano out of the bin or out of the mold. So perfect temperature for soaping is about 110, 120 degrees. I also like to soap at room temperature. As a professional soap maker, I like to prep things ahead of time, so I soap at room temperature, which also can be a challenge. So let's go ahead and add the lye mixture. And I always strain it to catch any undissolved particles. So this is soap making from scratch, because soap is made with lye. Any who want to get into soap making or try making soap but are intimidated by the lye side of things can get those blocks of soap at the craft stores that are already pre-made for you. But basically, once my soap is made and done, it cooks overnight and the lye cooks out. So when I go to cut it the next day, there's no more lye left in the soap. That's called saponification. It's the chemical reaction between the oils and the lye that makes soap. It's really neat. Okay, put this aside. So I'm going to do 3 colors in this soap. part of it's going to be just natural color. I'm going to leave the batter alone. And then part of it's going to be brown and then cream. Let's see if I can accomplish that, because coffee does make your soap really dark. So now I'm blending the oils and the lye mixture to try and get it to combine, to start the saponification process. I'm going to add a little bit, hi Jennifer, I'm going to add a little bit of my titanium dioxide into this batter just to lighten it up a little bit, but then I'm going to save some for the cream swirls I want to add. I'm just lightening this up a little bit. So I'm not blending this too much because I know I'm going to be blending more, and I have two ideas for my pouring method. I'm going to try and do a drop pour if it's thin enough. If it's too thick, then I will have plan B. And I have a plan C. All right, so detaching the head here. And now I'm going to split up my batter. Jennifer. Aw, thanks. I love that. I love hearing how my soap has helped people. I have very sensitive skin. I got Irish and Scottish in me, and I'm pink, I'm red, I break out to everything. So that's what got me into soap making in the beginning, like over 11, 12 years ago. I just wanted to know exactly what was in the products I was using on my skin, because I was reacting even to Dove. So that's when I started making my own soap. And I started just doing it for myself and for the family. Then I gave it away as Christmas gifts, Mother's Day gifts. And people started raving about how my soap was helping their skin. So I decided to make a business out of it because it's really fun. And I love being artistic. There's that artistic side of me that I just can't keep inside. And I found the perfect way to get it out. Besides dancing and singing and just being a goofball. But I started these live videos. Oh, I was so nervous that first video. And people really enjoy watching. It's very relaxing. It's relaxing to make soap, actually. It's very therapeutic for me. Okay. So I'm going to add my colorants now. I'm going to add my white. You guys see what I'm doing? Add my white here. Hi, Sue. Can't use store soap anymore? I know, right? Okay. And now I'm going to add my fragrance. Now, this fragrance can cause soap to discolor. It can cause it to darken. Coffee soap, any soap with coffee will darken naturally anyway. But to prevent the white part from getting too much darker, I'm only going to add the fragrance to the darker colors. And this isn't going to be white, it's going to be more like a cream, which is perfect for coffee. So I'm mixing these up. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, it smells so good. So anybody joining from Apple Harvest, welcome, welcome. I like to do these videos. I usually do them every Sunday at 6:30 on my Facebook page, Craft of the Raven. So if you're here through Apple Harvest, check out Craft of the Raven on Facebook. And check out craftoftheraven.com for my shop. I got some great soaps there, and soaps are perfect for Christmas gifts. They're great stocking stuffers, and they're really pretty. They're pretty. People like to put them on their counter, but I encourage you to use them because they're really good for your skin. After harvest done, we're going to head to another performance. All right, great. Thanks a lot. Okay. So I'm just trying to get these stirred by hand at first. It's already thickening up on me, so I don't know, guys, if I'm going to be able to do the drop swirl. Okay. Oh, these colors are perfect. Okay, so got them blended up pretty well. I don't even think I'll need to use the stick blender at all. So now I'm going to add my coffee grounds. I'm going to add about a tablespoon here. I think I'm only going to add coffee grounds to these two lighter colors because you won't be able to see them in the dark brown anyway. You can kind of see the speckled coffee grounds in there. Nice. Okay. Nice. Let me move these around a little bit so you guys can see better. There. So if I finish earlier than planned, I'll start making the embeds that I'm making for my frozen inspired soap tomorrow. I'm making little snowflake embeds. They're going to be super cute, but it's going to be challenging because they're really, really tiny and thin and delicate, so I can't use my soap dough. I actually have to make a little, tiny, tiny batch of soap for these molds. So if I'm finished up by the time Apple Harvest joins in again, I'll do that. Oh, see, my brown thickened up on me because I got chatty. So I need to add just a little bit of water here. Just a little bit. All right, I need to get to pouring. Let's see, that one stayed nice and a little bit more. That doesn't really affect the recipe that much. All right, let's get to pouring before this gets any thicker. All right, so I'm going to pour this first layer here. Okay. Actually, I'm going to do more than that. Okay. Now, I'm going to try this. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the drop method. I think I'm going to have to hanger swirl it after all. Yeah, it's too thick. So I'm just going to do the hanger swirl. Oh, it smells so good. Nice, wake me up. This is a great soap to wake up with in the morning. Some people think like, why would I want to smell like coffee? But it doesn't, you know, it's a very light, subtle fragrance. And coffee actually is really good for your skin, especially soap with coffee grounds in it. It helps stimulate the skin, wake the skin up. Coffee soap is also a great kitchen soap because it's a nice deodorizer. So a lot of people have coffee soap in their kitchens. Okay, let's just spread this out a little bit to make my hanger swirl a little easier to do. Okay. Oh, it looks like fudge or cake batter. It smells so good. All right, let's go in with the white, or cream, I should say. And I'll do more of this layer on top too. Husband's outside doing lawn work, so that's the loud sound I'm hearing. Let me know if you can hear the music okay. You love these colors? Yeah. This is one of my favorite soaps to make. Okay, now let's add the rest of this before I hanger swirl it. Okay. It's all in there. There. Okay. Music is perfect. I know you like the music. Oh, it smells good. I always generally tend to make these soaps around this time of year, all my warm drink soaps. I did get a little behind in some of my fall ones, but I will be doing some more holiday soaps. My orange spice, I posted pictures of that earlier. That came out gorgeous. It smells very good. All right, so now I'm gonna go bang this. For any new people watching, I bang my soap mold to get air pockets up from the bottom up to the top, and then I'll do that again after, you know what, actually, I'm gonna hanger swirl first. Then I'll bang it. So this is my hanger tool. It's basically just a coated wire, and I'm gonna go down and up and then swirl, and that's how I get my neat swirls in some of my soaps. I wanted to do the drop pour method where you just pour and let it go, but as usual, my soap got too thick on me. Okay, so down and up, down and up, down and up, and then back again. Okay, now swirl. And then swirl the other way. Now there's always a chance that I've over swirled and the colors get muddied up a little bit, but I think it will still look nice. Tracy, nice to see you. All right, great. All right, so see how after that hanger swirl, it's all kind of lumpy? I want to flatten that out and get out any air pockets. And I'm going to go bang it. This got pretty thick, so I'm making it pretty good. There. Clean up my edges, as I like to do all the time. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. I love the smell of coffee. I love the smell of coffee. When I get to work, I'm usually the one that makes the coffee, and every time I open the bag, the little bag, I have to smell it, then dump it in the filter, and then smell it again before I throw it in the trash. I'm obsessed. When I worked for American Airlines up in Bangor, Maine, before I got laid off after September 11th, unfortunately, if I worked in the morning, I would help get the morning flights ready, and I would, make the coffee in the big canisters and put it on the plane, and oh, that huge canister of coffee smelled so good. It's funny. I love the smell of coffee, and I love the taste of coffee. Has to have cream and sugar, though. Can't drink it black. But coffee flavored things, I'm not a big fan of. Like, I don't like coffee ice cream or coffee cake, I guess, but that doesn't really taste like coffee. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this leftover cream batter, and I'm just going to put it along the side here. Because it's thin enough that I can do a little design before I add the cute coffee beans. Okay, same on this side. Oh, it looks so pretty with those speckles in it. It smells good enough to eat. All right, it's just trying to even this out a little bit. Hi, Melissa. So I'm getting ready to do a swirl design on top of my soap before I add the cute coffee beans. What other scents do you make? What is your favorite and why? I like to do a large variety of scents because I like to appeal to everybody. I know there are some customers that only like essential oils. There are some customers that like the more variety, more fun, like fruity stuff. So I like to offer both fragrance soaps and essential oil soaps, and some even unscented. And I do themed soaps too. So right now I have a Disney-inspired line started. I also have a line of soaps inspired by the BTS band, which is my favorite music right now. So, and it's very artistic. I can be very artistic with those soaps. And those have lots of neat fragrances. My favorite one, I think my favorite soap is actually the soap I made this past Thursday, Black Swan soap, which is BTS inspired. It smells like white tea. And I'll show everybody the cut. I cutted it yesterday, so I'll show everybody. It came out so good, and it smells so good. I just love how artistic that soap is. I think that's why it's my favorite, right? When I can be really creative with the design. I have a fun kids pack. It's a kids pack. It's all fun, like kid type soaps. Like it's a 4-pack, and it's bubble gum, bubblegum, unicorn toots, monkey farts, and birthday cake. And that's a kid's 4-pack bundle I have on my shop. That's really cute, it's fun. The bubblegum one actually looks like it has gumdrops inside. All right, so now I'm gonna try and swirl with my little bamboo stick here, but if it's too thick, I'll go and use my spoon handle. So let's see. And then up and down and right down the middle. All right. Now, I think what I'm gonna do is add a little mica drizzle. Mica drizzle is pretty much just my mica mixed with a little bit of oil, and I drizzle it on top, and then as it cooks overnight, the soap batter soaks up all the oil and just leaves a little dry shimmer on top, and it's really, really pretty. So let's go ahead and add some of that. With some of the brown. My brown mica called Sexy Stranger on a Train, one of my favorites. So I'm just gonna kind of drizzle this in random spots so that every bar will get some. So every Sunday at 6:30, I'll be doing more videos, and I'm right now I'm doing a lot of my holiday soaps. So tomorrow I'm actually making my next Disney-inspired soap, inspired by the Disney movie Frozen. So that's going to be a really pretty one. Where do you get your inspiration for your soaps? Right now, for like my Disney-inspired soaps, I get inspiration from images from the movies. And what I do, and even the BTS line of soaps, their music videos and performances, I watch and I take colors that I see, colors that stand out, I'll jot them down, or I'll take my colored pencils on a paper and I'll just kind of scribble colors that I see, any images that come to mind, and I draw it all out before I design my soap. It usually takes a few days for me to design a soap after getting the idea. Right now, like for my Frozen inspired soap that I'm going to do tomorrow, it's going to be white with light blue and dark blue swirls. It's going to have snowflakes on top, and I'm going to use my sea salt to look like ice crystals on top, and of course lots of glitter. So that's basically what I do. I watch the videos, and I also like to see how I feel, what kind of feeling that the movie or the music gives me, and I try to use that in my design as well. I have lots of ideas for soaps, for themed soaps. I have my regulars that I do every year, but I think I'm going to start doing a line of soaps based on popular books. It can be kids' books, adult books, some of my favorite books, Anne of Green Gables. I also had the idea of making a line of soaps based on children's games. Can you imagine a Candyland soap? How crazy fun that would look. It's all in my head. All right, so now I'm going to wipe down my edges again, and I'm going to start adding the coffee beans. And when I do my soaps, especially my inspired soaps or themed soaps, I don't like to make it very obvious what it is. I like people to try and interpret it like they would interpret art. For example, my Snow White soap, which I did a few weeks ago, I'll show you guys. This is my Snow White inspired soap. It's got apples on top, and it's the colors red, white, of course, for Snow White, red for the apples, and her red and blue for her dress, and then some black for the witch's cloak. So that's pretty much, and it's apple scented. So that's kind of how I do my designs. I kind of like people just to interpret it themselves and not make it too obvious what it is. Right, let's add coffee beans. So the reason why in my mold here I have these little dashes on the side, right here, I marked, because that's where my soap will cut. I have a multi-bar cutter that I put this log on, and it will cut each bar. So I know exactly where to place these coffee beans so that none get cut off. And they look so cute. Okay, let's just dump all of these out here. Might need my tweezers for some of these, but let's see how far I can get without them. So each bar, I'm gonna get some coffee beans. And instead of sprinkling them on, I want them to be face up, so that's why I'm placing them very carefully. Because I think last time I made this, I just sprinkled them on and some got cut off, some fell off. So I really want these to stay on. They're cute. Oh, this looks good. As a soaper, you get excited when your design comes out the way you want it to. Because I always have a design in my head. Sometimes I put it down on paper, especially for the themed ones. But people who've watched my soap videos before know that my batter doesn't always cooperate with me. I'm going to use my tweezers to move these ones a little bit. Move them over. There. Hi, Anna. Thanks for checking in. Hope Sam is doing well. Okay. So I'm going to start with each soap getting 3 coffee beans, and then I'll go from there, guys. So I have lots of ideas for other soaps to make. Sometimes I get inspiration out of the blue. I'll just see something and I'll be like, oh, that would be a neat soap. Someone showed me, it was just a can, a drink of some sort, but the color of the colors of the can, I was like, ooh, that would be a good soap. Something as simple as that. But I do have all kinds of ideas. I was thinking Lisa Frank inspired soap for all the 90s girls, all the girls that grew up in the 90s like me. Lisa Frank, that would be a fun soap. But definitely the children's book, or not children's book, just books in general. I think it's going to be the next line of soaps that I'm going to, inspired soaps that I'm going to work on. So I already have some ideas for those. Books, children's games, movies. Oh yes, I have a design for the Lord of the Rings series, like The Hobbit, The Shire. All kinds of ideas. I think I'm getting more into the themed soaps. But they're fun. I can be more creative. But I will be making a lot of my holiday soaps coming up, guys. On Sundays at 6:30, I'll be making, well, this Sunday obviously is the Disney Frozen inspired soap. I'm gonna be making my cranberry soap, my peppermint candy, my sugar plum fairy. I'm gonna do my frankincense and myrrh, which I call We Three Kings. Is a really popular one. I'll be doing that one too. So I think I might be doing the Thursday live sometimes too, just so I can get caught up on all the soap I have to make. All right, guys. I think that is it for... Nope, I'm gonna keep going. Each one's gonna have 4. I can't stop. And if anybody has ideas on a soap you'd like to see me make, let me know in the comments. I'll add it to my list. I have a long list, but I'm always interested to hear ideas. Let's see. I'm actually almost done with this, so but I'll show you guys some soap that I made earlier and cut. That's a really popular one. My cranberry soap I'm waiting to make. I actually make it with actual cranberry seeds, so I'm just waiting for those to come in, because that's a really pretty soap, and the cranberry seeds are red and they stay red in the batter. Sometimes lye will lye because it's, you know, cooking out, so it will cook whatever's in there. So a lot of times, like, you don't want to use fresh herbs or botanicals in the soap unless you want it to turn brown. Like lavender, I only put lavender on top of my soap because inside it will just turn brown and it doesn't look very nice. But there are some things that lye will not scald or burn. Calendula petals stay nice and bright. Actually, I'll show you guys my calendula. I have some right here to show. That is one that lye won't alter the color. So there's a few things. So I'm just pushing these down in just to make sure they don't pop off. I'll use my tweezers to turn this one a little bit. There. Cute. Okay. Sides here. All right. Give the top a spray with my rubbing alcohol. This helps prevent soda ash from developing on top. Soda ash is just like a white, it looks like a white powdery substance that it's just the soap batter reacting to the oxygen in the air. It's harmless, it usually just washes off, but I do this to kind of prevent too much from forming. It doesn't prevent it completely, and it's best to use 90% rubbing alcohol, if you can find it right now. All right, guys, here is the finished log of morning coffee soap going down to my rack to cook overnight. So inside is 3 colors. It's going to be this kind of this beigey cream colored on top. And it's going to have a darker brown, and then just the natural color of the soap batter from the coffee. So we'll see. I'll cut it tomorrow and we'll see how the swirls came out. I think the top looks really cute with that mica drizzle and the coffee beans. So that mica drizzle will dry up and it will just leave a nice little shimmer. Nice little decoration. So I will show you guys the soap that I cut earlier that I made Thursday, my BTS inspired Black Swan soap. It came out so good. Here is my Black Swan soap. So basically, let me see if I can find the picture here. I have it here somewhere. So basically, this soap here, so this is the Black Swan soap I made Thursday, and I just cut it, and it came out great. So this was the inspiration for this soap. This is one of my inspired soaps, my inspired line of soaps. So this is inspired by mostly their performance earlier in the year on the James Corden show of their song Black Swan. So I wanted it to be white with black swirls, a blue top to represent this stage scene, black feathers and branches, again, to represent this stage scene, and then the white and the black here. And I'm pretty confident that it looks pretty much how I wanted it to look. Oh, it smells so good. It smells just like white tea, which I infuse the oils with white tea as well. Here, let me find a really good one here. Let's see. Well, they're all really good. But this one is neat. See the shimmer, black feathers, and the branches. And I actually do this, so it actually looks like swans dancing to me. That's what I like about this swirl, is that if you can picture it, you can picture little dancers. So that's the Black Swan, BTS inspired Black Swan. Going down to the Curec, that'll be ready in 4 weeks. And then by then, I will have seen their online concert, so I might have more inspiration coming and more soaps coming. I don't think I'm ever going to stop with these soaps. They just have too much content. So, and I even, every time I cut my soap, I cut samples. So these is how I cure my samples, but then this, see, it's nice and thin. Then I cut this in half, and that is a sample size. And those are really popular at craft events. I usually do fill a bag for $5, and they get a bag and they just start filling it. Unfortunately, can't do that right now, but on my shop I do have a pick 4. So you can just pick your favorite. There's a long list of all the soaps available, and you just let me know which soaps you want, or I can pick for you at random. So pick 4 if you're not ready to buy a whole bar, if you're not sure what to get, or if you want to try some new scents, check that out on my shop, craftwithraven.com. I think eventually I might change my listing so that each bar that I list has an option to buy a sample. And then you can just add that to your cart. I'm planning on doing that, I think, in the future. So check that out. I have some soaps that are going to be ready soon. My Snow White soap will be ready soon. My Sleeping Beauty inspired soap is going to be ready soon. Lots of neat soaps coming up for you guys. Hi, Kathleen. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Oh, one more thing I'll show, just a reminder. I do have this bundle pack available as well in my shop. It's my all natural pack, made with all natural colorants and essential oils only. My rosemary mint, which I colored with French green clay and spinach powder, and it's made with rosemary and mint essential oils. Very uplifting. It smells very bright and cheerful, and I love how the colors came out. Very pretty. This is the calendula cornflower. So see, this is where the calendula stayed brightly colored. The lye did not turn the color and turn it brown. So that's what I like about making calendula soap. And then I always like to decorate the top with bright blue cornflower petals because I just love the look. It just looks really pretty. And then my lemon poppy seed soap, which has lemon peel powder in it, so you'll see the bright yellow flecks in there. Those also stay nice and bright. And that's a nice exfoliating soap too. And then last but not least, my lavender bouquet soap, made with lavender essential oil, and I colored it using purple Brazilian clay and alkanet root powder that I infused in the oils. So this gives it a nice, pretty purple color. It's never going to be bright purple. It's always going to be kind of a grayish purple, but I still think it's gorgeous. So that bundle pack is available as well in my shop, Craft of the Raven. That's become popular, so check that out. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to hold this up one more time. So I'm about to take it down. My morning coffee soap that you all loved. So I needed to make a new batch of it. Taking this down to cook overnight, and I'll be posting pictures after I cut it tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. Apple Harvest people, thanks for joining and watching and tuning in. Make sure you check out my shop, craftoftheraven.com. There's lots of neat soaps on there, bundle packs. My Soap of the Month memberships are great for Christmas presents. I offer a 3-month, 6-month, and a year membership. And there's different types. You can choose like for men, for children, all natural only, florals. There's an option to surprise you, and I pick for you. Eventually, as I make more, my theme soaps will be an option for that membership too. Right now I only have 4 Disney-inspired ones, so I maybe can offer that for the 3-month membership, but not the other ones until I start building them up. So the 3-month membership's available for $33 and free shipping, and you get a soap in the mail, and it's all my orders are packaged up gorgeous and beautifully, like you're getting a little present. So that's $33. The 6-month membership is $66, and then the year-long membership for 12 months is $132. All free shipping, and it's fun to get a little gift in the mail every month. So just wanted to share that info with you guys, because Christmas is coming up, and I know a lot of people are probably going to be doing online shopping just because of the situation we're in. So check out my shop. I think at some point, maybe Black Friday, I'll do a big sale on my page as well for you guys. So thanks for watching, everybody that tuned in. Make sure you tune in tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be making my Disney-inspired frozen soap that's going to be gorgeous, and I can't wait. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Enjoy the rest of your fall weekend. Thank you, Apple Harvest Day at home, for having me. This is a great opportunity, and I hope everybody else does well. Check out my shop, and check out the other vendors' shops as well. All right, have a good evening, afternoon, and evening, guys. Bye.
Many thanks to Dawn there for inviting us inside her home to show us her instructional soap videos.